Spark and Auckland Transport have collaborated to create the Innovation Precinct at Wynyard Quarter, a space to test the newest smart things and to bring the future faster to Auckland City.
Auckland Transport is focused on providing connected and accessible ways for people to travel. So Auckland is expected to grow to 2.4 million people over the next 30 years. We want to understand in real time, in the real world environment, how our citizens interact with our infrastructure, interact with the city, and also plan for that growth.
Spark is using cutting-edge IoT and 5G technology to enable Auckland Transport to pilot a project that will manage assets, resources and services more efficiently. In return, the data is used to improve the operations in the city.
This partnership's been going on for a little while. It really kicked off 2 years ago when Spark deployed their 5G lab here just on Madden Street. What we did from then was decide on what the next stage was and really how we could showcase the technology to prove out the use cases out to the general public and how they can change behaviour.
IoT connected smart benches, smart bins, parking sensors and smart lights are in action for public use.
So the community will be able to interact with the new technology, and city planners will have access to data that will allow them to make better planning decisions. So by creating solutions that allow us to collect and share data, it will allow us to provide insights to improve public safety, transport, and allow us to be more effective and efficient.
There are 4 different devices that we've deployed in the smart precincts, starting off with the smart bins. So we deployed a device that goes into the bins that can be fit into any bin, that turns it into what we call a smart bin, giving real-time usage on how full the bins are, which allows the waste management to plan when they service those bins. So this smart bench that we're sitting on, solar powered, it's designed to be a charger for e-bikes, phones, scooters, really to help commuters get around the city in different ways than before. So the smart parking is a deployment of about 200 parking sensors out here in the Wynyard Quarter. What that has allowed us to do is connect up those car parks to show when they're being used, how often they're being used, and allow planners to optimise the parking around the area. The smart lights are really cool. They have multiple use cases to point in them. First of all is they're connected so you can control how bright they are. That reduces the amount of electricity they use and you can make them brighter when you need to in certain areas of the town. Also, they have connected environmental sensors, which means that all real-time environmental information like air quality, noise can be fed directly back into the council systems. So IoT is always evolving and there's all these new use cases emerging. The 2 key areas that I see in the next sort of 12 months coming out is first water, how we use it, how we manage it, what's in it. So they're expected to be a lot of stuff in the infrastructure going in the next sort of 12 months. The second part is obviously the transport network. Once you connect all those assets up, you start to get real-time information on how they're being used, who's going where, what type of transport they're using, and using that you can actually inform commuters about what's going on and make it easier for them to travel around the city.
These network devices will make running the city easier, more cost efficient and environmentally sustainable, making the city a great place for people to work, play and interact.
So one of our core principles is to work collaboratively with partners to help deliver these outcomes. So we see Spark as leaders in the field of IoT technology, and we're delighted and excited to partner with them. So together, we can move Auckland forward by becoming more safer, sustainable and productive.